You wanted wet ass pussy, but what you got was wet ass pussy. And that, friends, is the power of punctuation. Hi everybody, I'm Tracy, and this is Dying Alone Together, your pandemic-era guide to navigating the dating and hookup apps pre-rapture. Now, while I myself am a friend of Judy, I assume the advice dispensed in this video will apply to all sexualities and gender identities for the most part. But if anything in this video is triggering or offends you in any way, be sure to waste your time in the comments below, which I will pay someone to read and delete. Now, last week I yelled at you about fishing in the sewer. Feel free to watch it here. This week we're going to be stepping out of the sewer to give those of you on the dating apps a simple but clear reprimand. Don't neg the Stallion. So what is negging? Negging is the act of initiating a conversation with someone you would like to engage with, either romantically or anally, by picking out one of their perceived flaws, a negative, and throwing it in their fucking face. Disgusting, right? See, originally, I wanted to name this video something to more clearly indicate how much disdain I feel for people who engage in this practice, but I was told quite pointedly that I would in fact be canceled if I called this video I Hate. This practice, I believe, has its roots in the early 2000s, promoted by someone known as the pickup artist in a dating manual called The Game. The idea is that by emotionally triggering the person you are interested in with an insult that hones in on what you hope to be their deepest and darkest insecurities, you can manipulate them into fellatio, at the very least. Yes, you guessed it. This was invented by disgusting straight men to enable them to pick up women way out of their league. But don't worry, the most insecure of homosexuals have adopted this tactic as well. Here are some recent examples. You'd be cute if you didn't have such small ears. I can't tell if you're attracted because I'm just so focused on your small teeth. You have very cute pictures, but have you ever thought about really getting hot? I bet you could do it if you were really committed to it. Your quarantine hair is wild, but I could get into it, I think. That had to be an accident though, right? Man, you have an amazing ass. If you showed more of that on the apps and less of your front, I think you'd have more success. Oh, to be clear, I didn't make any of those up. Those are real examples on how a handful of garbage people have decided to introduce themselves to me over the years. For those of you who think negging is a good idea, I surely hope for your sake that you've learned how to breathe through a broken windpipe. Now, if you, like me, regularly encounter negging in the wild, allow me to suggest two ways to respond. First is kindness and empathy. Remember the purpose of negging. This person is deeply insecure, and they believe that you are so out of their league that the only way they can hope to get a response from you is to trigger you. They know that their milquetoast personality and melted candle body will be entirely unappealing to you. So this kind of intro insult is really their way to guarantee an inroad to conversation with you. This person knows that the only way to even have a shot at your greatness is to trigger you and attempt to spin some gold out of their shit. So you could simply ignore them or say something kind, like, I'm sorry that this is how you've chosen to interact with people. You must be really hurting. I hope you find the time and space to heal so you can reach your true potential and find happiness. Love and light, wishing you all the best. Or you can take this insult to your ego extremely personally and decide to show them the error of their ways by setting yourself on fire and burning this place to the fucking ground. Should you choose door number 2, and I really hope you do, I suggest you peruse their profile for some ammunition of your own. Buckle up, guys, for some pro tips. Sunglass pictures means a wonky eye. Wearing a hat in more than one picture means they are very insecure about their hairline. Does their profile mention their genital size or sexual prowess? Well, that just means that that's their entire worth as a human, and you should definitely point that out. Is every picture of them a group shot with very attractive people that requires you to become Sherlock fucking Holmes to figure out who you're actually talking to based on an elaborate process of elimination? YAHTZEE, you're talking to the ugly friend. Warning, that last pro tip has a huge pitfall. In order to backdoor around rampant racism in the gay community, sometimes that person hiding in group pictures is not the ugly friend. They're the non-white friend. And they're hoping to garner responses from the whites-only gays they're attracted to by surrounding themselves with whiteness as either a deflection, a distraction, or a message of, look, I can hang. If this is the case, I want you to just go ahead and leave this person alone. They're dealing with societal bullshit well beyond your pay grade. For that one, it's empathy and just move along. At the end of the day, the only person in charge of your self-worth is you. Nothing anyone says or does, nor anyone's actions or behaviors directed at you, reflect anything about you as a person. The call is always coming from inside the house. And that message is directed entirely to a 21-year-old Jack Tracy, who I think would have been much better served by not dating a string of manipulative sociopaths who honed in on his insecurities and constantly made him feel self-conscious in an effort to control him. You could have done so much better in this life, sweetie. Until next week, when I give you other pro tips on how you too can be labeled difficult and alienate all of your friends and family, stay safe, wear a mask, and always wash your fucking balls. If it smells like brie, it's not for me. I'm Jack Tracy, signing off, reminding you that if we're all gonna die alone, we might as well do it together. If you enjoyed this little program, I want you to go ahead and like this video the way that you do hot guys on Facebook that you were told to friend but you've never even met. I want you to smash that subscribe button the way you would a coked up Zac Efron. And I want you to turn on notifications so you can know right away when there's a new video of me setting myself up for cancellation through my words and actions. You can also check out all 3 seasons of Necessary Outlet's gay dramedy History, several comedy shorts, and a few music videos fully featuring my homosexuality, all on this page's YouTube channel. Enjoy!